Holy Spirit, give me the words. Help me get across what I want to say. Jesus Christ, name I pray. Okay. I don't know why I'm nervous. For real. I don't have anything to be nervous about, truthfully. But, first of all, welcome back to another video. It's Asia. I'm currently doing like a whole reconstruction of my channel, so bear with me. But rumor has it, okay? Rumor has it. That will be the wait, no. I don't know if I want to title this series, The Rumors Are True. Yep, the rumors are true. They are. The rumors are true, okay? If you heard it, now you know. I'm telling you, I'm confirming it. The rumors are very so true. That will be like a new little series. I don't know much about the direction I'm going with this or anything, but the rumors are true. And yeah. So first I want to start off by saying please ignore how I look, okay? My hair probably looks a mess. Skin probably all blotchy. But I've been putting this video off for so long, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Simply because I am not someone who just wants to like get up, sit in front of a camera and talk, especially not about blah, 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 blah. Especially not about my business. Like, you couldn't pay me, sorry. It just don't happen like that for me. Like, I am one of the most private, to myself person that you would ever meet. Like, I don't know, I don't like being in the mix or having my name in the mix, because I feel like that comes with just like criticism and everything. But here I am, and truthfully, if it wasn't for God putting this on my heart, my spirit to do it, you think I would be doing it? It's like, I don't know, I just would not be sitting here doing this, because me telling, I don't know who's on the other receiving end of this video. I don't know you. You watching me, I don't know you. Or if I do know you, I don't want you to know my business. But here nor there, let's get into the video. So again, the rumors are true. They're true, boo. All right. And rumor has it, TSA is a scam. TSA is a bad place. Nah, let me stop. Rumor has it that I quit my job where I was making, I want to say it was like $56,000 a year, something in that nature. I could be wrong. I could have my numbers off a little bit, but basically, baby, I was making close to like well over $20 an hour. I was making damn near close to $30 an hour. That girl was making some money. Do you hear me? Okay. Period. Like, I don't know, I was beyond blessed for that time period, and you know, I was loving it. Like, for one, let me tell you, money was looking so good. I was so comfortable. You couldn't tell me nothing. Like, you, not in like a cocky way, because I never was one of them people like, oh, I make this much, I'm better than you. It was never like that. It was more so like, I'm making this much, I'm buying what I want, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I'm gonna go there when I want. Fuck that job, you know, type shit. But y'all, I quit. Yes, I quit. I was working there for 4 years and I quit. And here's why. So I just want to start off by like giving like a little background of what it was like working for TSA. First of all, I know y'all be seeing me online. People always come in like different airports, different states and stuff. You always seeing like videos of people talk about like the TSA experience. And let me just tell you, confirm it, it's true. 99% of TSA workers are assholes, and it's that's me speaking from somebody who worked in that environment again for 4 years. Like 99% of them are assholes, and I feel like working there, a lot of people like just became accustomed to being rude. It's like customers, people flying through, what do they call it? People flying through, whatever. It would just bother them. Like, I don't know if it was because of the end where it's like being a worker, actually working in TSA. The management, you don't have no support. A passenger could come in, smack the hell out you, and they expect you to don't do nothing. What was the situation? Why did that passenger smack you? You know, type thing. And it's like, I get it. Most jobs are customer service based. But I feel like in TSA, there was no one who would stand up for the workers. So the workers basically stood up for themselves. But I also feel like they took it a little further, where it was like, most of them came to work. Our shift times was, my shift time, I worked morning shift. So shift time was 3:45 to 12:15. 3:45, 50% of them already got an attitude. They already mad about something. As soon as we get on the floor, we in positions, they're already mad. Like, something is already bothering them. And then it's just like, I feel like working there for so long, most of those people that I worked alongside, I'm 24, most of them were well over in their late 30s or 40s or 50s. I feel like working there so long, they lost their compassion for people. And when I say lost their compassion, they just didn't give a damn. Old, young, tall, short, whatever. They do not give a damn. Like, it just was that. Like, it became a thing to laugh at passengers, mock passengers. What is it? Ridicule? Am I saying that right? Ridicule. I think it's ridicule. Ridicule passengers and things of that nature. So I feel like that showed when all these different interactions would happen, and you would see TSA on the news, or you would see somebody coming out saying this, or somebody get reported. They just don't have compassion for people. That's all I can really say. And that's me speaking from experience from working. I worked at Richmond International Airport. I'm sorry I didn't say that. I should have said that from the beginning. But yeah. So yeah, that's just what I noticed. When I first started working there, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was off the chain. And when I say off the chain, I just want to say I was very voicious. Like, I was fresh out of high school. I was 19 at the time. I was very voicious. Nobody could talk to me any type of way. If you say something to me, I'm going to say something to you back. Because who? If I felt like he was being disrespectful, how I responded was what you get, because I felt like he was being disrespectful. You know, I came in there wearing hairstyles like this. Like, I was always a girl who, like, I like to try different colors. I mean, not different colors, like, not that pink. I mean, not that blue and yellow, green shit. But, like, if I want red hair, if I want light blonde, if I want brown, you know, types things like that. Or, you know, long braids and stuff like that. And the nails. You see the nails. They're long now. That's how I came when I started working at TSA, and they didn't like that, y'all. When I say from jump, like, I remember probably like my first week there, I was just getting talks. Like, different people was trying to, I wouldn't say recruit me, but like pull me under their like guidance or like wing to tell me like you're too aggressive, you're too rowdy, you're too loud, like you gotta calm it down a little bit. It was policy at the job anyway, you couldn't have long nails, so they told me I had to cut my nails off, y'all. I was in distraught. Oh my god, cut my nails off, what? I had to cut my nails off. I had to have a natural hair color. It was all this and that. So from the beginning, it was already like, I feel like my main issue, it was never with passengers. It was always with how I spoke to my coworkers and how I presented myself, like as far as their policy, their dress code standards and stuff like that. Like you couldn't even have a nose ring, I had to take your nose ring out. I can't have piercings. Most of my piercings hoes done closed fucking with that damn job, like, excuse my language, but yeah, so it was an adjustment for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then it was like, not only did I feel like working there completely, like it altered my appearance, it altered my way of being as well. Because don't get me wrong, there is a time and place for everything, but I feel like the constant, oh, you need to stop being aggressive, you need to stop being so loud, you need to stop doing this, which in a sense I did. I just, y'all, for the life of me, I cannot let people talk to me any type of way. But it was like, the more and more I got in trouble for it, the more I'm just like, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Like, cool. Then that switched over to being, I say embarrassed, because, you know, TSA is mixed. We have all different types of nationalities. What is it? Ethnic groups there. Like, you got blacks, you got whites, you got Asians, you got all different types of people. But it was like, when I got there, I was like the little trophy on the stand that everybody just had to say something about. Everybody had to point out something about the little statue. Like, it got to a point where I felt like people were just judging me. Like, I had my supervisor, I think it was at the time, tell me that, you know, everybody was gathered around conversations. We had downtime, so on downtime, you know, everybody was just kind of kiki talk and huddle up in like their different groups or different people that they talk to. I remember one time one of my supervisors told me, you know, I look like I look like I got my education from Richmond Public School, like, and I was like, huh? Like, it kind of threw me back a little bit. I'm like, my education from Richmond Public School, like, what you mean? And like, he just went on to say, like, I look like I was educated from Richmond Public School. Like, I went to a school in the ghetto, and it kind of threw me back, because don't get me wrong, I have went to a Richmond Public School, but baby, I'm from the county. Like, I went to a Richmond Public School once for 1 year, and that was because me and my family, we were homeless at the time. But other than that, I ain't never go to no Richmond Public School, boo. Like, I was in Henrico. Like, I went with the bougie, like, rich kids, but I was in Henrico Public School. Like, I graduated. I even went to college, so I didn't finish, but it was just like, it just kind of threw me back to have somebody assume based off how I looked and how I appeared that, oh, you got your education from Richmond Public School. So I feel like, I said that just to create an environment on the type of stereotypes and the type of, like, things that I would experience within these 4 years. And at the time, you know, I was 19. I don't know nothing about a government job. I don't know how this shit work. I don't know how you go about, like, doing this. Once I got there, me defending myself kept getting me in situations. I didn't want to lose my job. So it was just like, I never just allowed someone to talk about me. But at the time, I didn't realize how, like, these things could have actually been reported. Like, I could have, like, there could have been something done about the things that were being said to me and how people were treating me, because y'all were being racist. Y'all were discriminating against me based off my skin color, basically. Hello, skin color, age, race, all of that. Um, so, you know, it was just things like that. Like, I feel like, again, that was just to create you know, a picture of what it was like. So it went from, oh, you too loud, da da da, you need to bring it down. You know, you can't look like that, you can't appear like that. And then it was just all these different stereotypes on who I was and where I came from and what project I was born in. Y'all, I never lived in a project. Never. And it's nothing wrong with, you know, living in a project. You gotta live where you live. Like, that's just that. And I'm the type of person, even though I wasn't raised there, I wasn't born there, I'm not gonna judge you because you were like, what does that matter? What does any of that matter? I don't feel like none of that shit matters to me. But it was always, I felt like I was always just defending myself against these grown ass people because they always were trying to tell me or trying to, you know, talk down on me based off of how I looked, how I appeared, how I talked, you know, stuff like that. So fast forward, y'all probably like, we didn't come here to hear your side story. Y'all, relax, okay? I had to create a picture, like, so y'all know shit wasn't shits and giggles, okay? So that's just the kind of thing that I, you know, experienced throughout my years. It got to a point where it was like, I was going to work being stressed out. I was coming home being stressed out. I don't know if any of you know. I'm just going to briefly say it. We're going to keep on pushing past. I have been my mother's caregiver since 2015. It's 2024. Do the math, boo. Whatever. Okay? So I was going to work being stressed. I was coming home being stressed. I was sick of that shit. So, like, it got to a point, couldn't talk to nobody at my job. Most of my supervisors, either they were white and they were the ones who were, you know, tormenting me in a way, you know, verbally, stuff like that. Or I did have some black supervisors, but either they were clicked up or they wouldn't speak up. You know, I'm the type of person, I go against everybody in the room on my mama. Like, and I don't even mean to put it on her, but my mama know me. I would go against anybody in any room, any amount of people, if it meant standing up for what was right. Them people won't like that. Like, it was like everybody had to protect themselves type deal. And, you know, like I said, being young, I didn't know how to go about certain policies and how to handle certain things. So I just tucked that shit under the rug, kept it pushing. But it got to a point where it was like, I did not want to go to work, y'all. Like, it got to a point I started being depressed. Everything just felt like the weight of the world on my shoulders, y'all. I ended up going to the doctor one time for depression. You know, they do their little analysis and whatnot. Like I said, I was young. I had to be, 21 at this time? I don't know. They did like a little analysis or whatever, and they gave me, what was it, some type of note, and it was basically, the note was, I don't know if the note was to give me some time out of work, or like say for instance, okay, if she has an episode, she gets to use 3 hours of work or whatever, you know, something like that. Y'all, I took that to work. Tell me why my job took me off the floor, y'all. Tell them people I won't fit for duty. I come to work one day, I'm working, I'm out of my business. They come hand me a letter. You ain't fired, but you got to go. Crushed me. But I took it as, I'm like, okay, they're putting me in a new like section. I couldn't work in the airport, but I was working in like the spokes of the airport, like when the people call from different airports and you get them their numbers and all that, like the administrative side. They put me in that building. I was grateful I still had a job, but it kind of crushed me because I'm like, y'all found out I had depression and I'm not fit for duty. Depression. I can't work being depressed. How many people I'm working beside got what is it, alcoholism? Is that it? How many people popping pills? Like, when I say you really, the longer I work there, you really experience and you really get to see people for who they are. And I just felt like, at the worst of the worst, depression was not some shit for you to kick me off the floor and say I'm not fit for duty. When I'm working beside motherfuckers that pop pills to get through their shift, I work beside motherfuckers who got a drink before they get to work, who's drunk at work. I'm working beside motherfuckers who's high. I'm working beside motherfuckers, like, you know, all different types of shit. And I just, like, it bothered me because I knew, like, that's not even the worst. Like, well, you taking me off the floor? And I just felt like it was because I'm the black girl. Like, of course, like, I'm the black girl. Take her black ass off the floor. This bitch got depression. She can't, like, what? It just didn't make sense to me. But I took it to the chin, and I'm like, I'm going to look at it as a blessing. I needed a break. This shit was easier. So I took my ass to where they told me to go. Cool. Within that, I don't know, you know how you just, like, you come to work one day and you just don't want to you don't want to fuck with nobody. That just happened. Like, it was like a switch for me, y'all. Like, I had started to see people for who they were. I just wasn't in agreement with the people characters. Like, I just didn't want to kiki. Like, when I first got there, I keep looking all over and not the camera. Sorry, y'all. When I first got there, it was like a thing. Like, I wanted to be with the black people because I'm like, my ghetto black ass is never gonna fit in with these white people. So let me go hang with the people that, you know, look like me, the black people. But baby, that shit was not tea either. Like, it wasn't tea either. They are, like, I just don't feel like they were good people. Like, don't get me wrong, it may appear good. Y'all may laugh within each other. Y'all may have this bond within each other. But from my perspective, I just didn't feel like who they were. Fuck the physical. I didn't feel like the soul was good. I didn't feel like, you know, the person. Like, I don't really know how to explain it to y'all. I just didn't feel like, you know, them the type of people that I wanted to be around. So eventually, when I did go back, I had to hurry to get the fuck up out of. They called it CC. I had to hurry to get the fuck up out of there, girl. They was racist in there too. Like, was I the only black person? I was the only black person. And y'all, I'm the type, if I'm not doing nothing, I'm asleep. If I ain't got something that makes me work, I'm asleep. Y'all, while I'm in there, this white lady in there called me an it. She thought I was asleep. She called me an it. It took everything in me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like for them to label me the ghetto black girl, I don't feel like I ever, in the time that I could, show my ass to be a ghetto black girl. Like, when I say it took everything in me to just tell my manager what happened and tell her I'm gone for the day. Like, that was it. I kept it cute. Because it was like, at the time, y'all, like I said, I was getting raised down there every year. My mama was sick. I was bringing in money. I had money. I let me just tell y'all what this job done blessed me with. Like, this job has blessed me with the ability to pay off debt. Like, the only debt I got, that ain't y'all business. Hold on. I gotta tell them that. Hold on. Right now, all I got in my name is a car note, y'all. That's it. But when I say I had credit card debt here, debt there, debt everywhere, baby, I paid off my debt, I say, within a year. And it wasn't just like no 400. It was thousands of credit card debt. Cause I was young and you giving me a credit card. Who not? Baby, that Victoria's Secret credit card had like 10,000. My other credit card had like 12. Like, it was crazy, y'all. So the job, it was just like, when I would get put in these situations, that's literally what I would think about. I'm thinking about how the money that I'm bringing in, I don't want to lose my job. Like, I don't want to have to start from ground zero, because also, I don't know if the pandemic was going on during this time or in 21. I don't remember when the pandemic happened. But it was just like, I seen people that I know struggling to find a job. They couldn't find a job making over $20 an hour. It was making $15. I didn't want to go to that. Who? No, I didn't want to do that. So it was just like, I seen what I had in front of me. So it was plenty of times where I would just chuck that shit up to the head. And I'm just like, you know, I don't know. I just chucked that shit up to the head, y'all. And then, like, it bothered me. It did. I'm not even gonna lie. It got to a point, like I said, once I got back to the airport, when I finally got cleared to go back to the airport, because they had to clear me, I finally got cleared. I didn't want to fuck with nobody. Nobody. It was just like, I seen how you move. I don't respect you. I don't respect the type of person you are. Like I said, they be rude for no reason. I just wasn't fucking with them. So it was just like, when I got back, and then I feel like not only that, I don't feel like I done been embarrassed in front of them so many times. It was just like, I see the way y'all talk about everybody else. Y'all talk about the people that y'all hang with. Y'all talk about the passengers. Y'all talk about everybody. I can only imagine how you dragging my name through the mud when I'm not there. So it was just like, I'm cool off there. I don't want to be cool with no motherfucker back. So when I got back, everybody was, trying to, talk to me. Everybody faking it like they fuck with you. And I get it. I hear y'all has. You come up to speak to me. I'm not rude. I speak to you. But am I going on my way to talk to you? Hell no. Am I doing this then? Hell no. It's got to a point I was just standing myself. And it started to bother people. I say this one group in particular. This one group was filled with, like I say, it was the black crew. We could call them the black crew. This one group in particular. Because I remember somebody saying, well, you don't fuck with us no more. And I'm like, what y'all talk about? Like, what y'all talk about? I ain't say nothing. I'm chilling, cooling. I ain't got nothing to say. Then, I remember this one man, he's a pastor. He's older. I want to say he's like in his 50s. He said to me one time, he was like, I've been acting funny. I don't talk to them no more. Like, he would always make, like, these conversations wouldn't just happen one day. It was like periodically, like over time. Like, some days they come in, niggas don't speak to me at all, and I'm cool with it. Don't say nothing to me. You taking the pressure off my back. I ain't gotta fucking speak. Shit. I love being in my bubble. Cool. Don't speak to me. But here's the problem. I had a terrible rested bitch face at that job. Couldn't no passenger though. My last 2 years, couldn't no passenger say that I was just utterly disrespectfully rude to them. Nope. Like, me and them passengers was cool. Like, having them brief interactions. Like, I like that. I like working with, like, I didn't have no issue with no passengers. It never gave being rude to nobody for the brief period of time that you seeing them for what. Now, my issue was with my coworkers. But like I was saying, the man he came in and was like, I've been acting funny and whatnot. One day they'll come, they hung in like a little group, the black crew, I said that's what we call them. So one day, they'll speak to me, one day they wouldn't. Or one day some of them would speak, one day they wouldn't. I just got to a point, I'm like, fuck all y'all. Like, fuck all y'all. I don't wanna. And it was one girl in this group particular. That was my girl, y'all. Like, oh my God. I done been to her house. We done been out to eat. And it hurt me to my heart that I cut her off. And I ain't getting no explanation. Like, me, I do silent cut offs. I'm not telling you where you had me fucked up at. I'm crazy. So it was just like, this one girl in particular, I keep saying girl, she was older than me. I looked at her like a mother figure, but also an older sister figure that I didn't have. Like, anytime I had an issue with a nigga or something, I would go tell her, and she would be telling me about her, whatever. When it got to a point where it was like the other people in that group, I just wasn't fucking with them no more. It was just like, I'm sorry, birds are the same. I hate to say it, birds are the same feather flock together. It's just like, when you see people involve themselves with people that you no longer want to be a part of, in order to cut the flow of the blood, I gotta cut you with them. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just like, I cut her off with them. And for a while, it fucked with me because I'm like, she didn't really do nothing to me. But I had to, just because, I don't know. And then the guy that I was telling you about, the pastor, he had this way about him, like, when I say he's very well liked, very well known around the airport, and I'll say very respected too. I will give him his kudos. I say very well respected, but it was just like his ways. Like I could tell when me keep it to myself started to bother him because he would say little stuff like, you know, the little comments that I say and make, or he'll try to like embarrass me. Like he'll make a joke of me in front of a group of people and everybody will be laughing and some shit like that. But with me, you don't have too many jokes before it's like, all right. Like when I told y'all the lady called me a it, I woke up. I wanted to be asleep because I heard her. She thought I was asleep. I woke up, got my shit and gone because it was already there. It's a threshold. So it was like to be the center of somebody's joke for no reason, and they try to disguise it, oh, as a joke, or I love you, da 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 da. It just be like, all right, okay. So it became one of them things, you know, type shit. And it was like, again, I don't have a medium. I'm the type of person, I don't have a medium. It's like, if you say the right thing, and I'm glad I feel like I had this under control now. Like, it takes so much to get me out of, like, I thought it took a lot then. It really didn't. It takes more now. But it was just like, you said the wrong thing, and I can't even snap these nails that, like, instantly. But it was just like, I had to build tough skin. I had no choice but to build tough skin. So it was like, them jokes pissed me off, and I wanted to go off, but like, me going off, me cussing him out, me saying all these raggedy ass things that I wanted to say out my mouth. What was it gonna get me? What was it gonna get me? Nowhere. He wanted me to react. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like it got to a point he wanted me to react to some of the shit and some of the things that he would say and some of the things he would do, and I wouldn't. Because it's like, them people already probably waiting on me to fuck up. They already probably like, okay, we know she got it in her. We know it's there. Let's just get it out. Who? Mm-mm. So, you know, I tried to steady myself, whatever. Okay. Y'all probably like, the story, where is the story? Okay, y'all, so that was just a little backstory of, you know, the type of shit that would go on. I keep saying that, and I know I said I was getting to the story, but I'm really getting to the story now. Okay, guys, so this is back in December of 2023. It was like Christmas. I remember, like I said, I had damn near cut ties with everybody. It got to the point where I wasn't really talking to too many people. I was talking to people here and there, or if they talk to me, we talk or whatever. But it got to a point I had to just watch everybody. It felt like everybody was trying some type of attack against me. Like, I don't know. It felt like they were trying to get me out of there. So I'm just like, okay, cool. And another reason now that I'm not there no more, well, no, let me keep on with my story. So, okay. Yeah, so I just said to myself, but anyway, this particular day I was in a break room, y'all. Me and this girl was in there talking. The girl named, Nafisa. We were in the break room talking. And he come back. Okay, no, I'm skipping the part. First, it started on the floor. It was this older lady who was also well respected, she done invited me to her house plenty of times, you know. Not plenty of times, a few times. And she was having like a going away dinner or some type of dinner to like celebrate her retirement. I don't know. But anyway, the list was going around for people who wanted to go. And I ain't gonna lie, at first I was hesitant because, again, like I said, me acting the way I had been acting, a whole bunch of people on that list did not fuck with me. So I was just like, do I want to go? Because we outside of work. That's all I was thinking about. Like, we outside of work. I don't want niggas to start acting out their ass and me having to return the energy. But I'm like, all right, fuck it. I ain't going for them, I'm going for her. So I had put on there that I was going. And he had made a comment that ain't nobody want me there. So I'm like, fuck y'all. I said it just like that. I said, fuck y'all. Fuck what y'all want. Like, so. And whatever. So I guess that kind of fucked with him a little bit. So I get in the bag. I go on break. I'm thinking that shit is over with. I'm in the back talking to the girl, like I said. He come back there trying to start shit. So I'm like, look, I said, I'm on my 15. I ain't got shit but 15. Please don't come back here talking to me. Like, please don't come back here starting, y'all. And he just kept going. He just kept on saying how, like, I'm a Grinch and don't nobody want to be around me. And don't nobody want me there and shit like that. So when he started calling me a Grinch, I'm like, how am I a Grinch? Like, how am I a Grinch? And he just started saying how, like, I'm evil. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I want to say he said something like I'm evil spirited and shit like that. So now it's just like, you're trying to diminish my character. Is that the right word? Or no, you're trying to defame. I think that's the word. Defame my character, and that's not me. Like, evil spirited. Are you crazy? Cause like evil spirited, cause I'm not talking to y'all. Cause that's what it really gave. Evil spirit, cause I'm not fucking with y'all the same no more. Like, evil spirit is crazy to me. So me and him, we back there arguing this, that, and the third, and like he just going hard. Like, and I gave him what he want. We back there arguing, and he's just trying to tell me about myself. Like, don't nobody want to be around me, and this, that, and the third. Like, he's just going in trying to tell me about myself. But to me, it felt more embarrassing because not only was, like I said, I was talking to someone, people starting to come in the break room. It's a new girl, a new lady. She's on a computer. She don't know shit about me. And you sitting here trying to, create this picture of who I am. This lady don't know me. Like, don't, I don't know. I just felt like he was dead wrong for trying to do that. Like, if it was something that you wanted to say to me and you felt like it was genuine, you could have put me to the side. We could have talked about it. But instead, you did it in front of everybody. I don't respect that. So it was just like, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no. So anyway, people that would come in, I think it was this one dude, he came in. Me and him was like kind of cool. I felt like we gonna get there. I felt like, alright, this nigga know me. So I asked him, I'm like, you feel like I'm evil spirited? You feel like I'm a Grinch? And I want to say he was like, nah, something like that. This nigga, the past thing on top of something, they scared of you. Because I was asking people that, like, I would talk to, or, like, because I did have a few people I would still talk to. So he was like, they scared of you. They scared of you. Scared of me for what? I hate y'all. I hate people say that, oh, somebody's scared of you. I look like a big bad wolf. Like, who the fuck am I to be scared of? Don't be scared of me. I'm not scared of you. I don't want nobody scared of me, and I don't want to be scared of nobody. Like, I don't feel nobody but God, boo. And you shouldn't feel nobody but God, boo. So don't be scared of me. It's crazy. So anyway, he like, oh, they scared of you, or something like that. So I'm just like, alright, whatever. So I forgot how the argument ended, but I do remember he argued me down my whole 15-minute break, and I was pissed as a bitch. So I get on the floor, y'all. We got lanes, 4 lanes on that side. I was on Bravo that day. We got 4 lanes. I get on the floor. I was on lane 3. They tell me, oh, go to lane 4. I get to lane 4. A test come through. A test. So you like a test? What do you mean? Okay, so at the airport, they run like these mock tests where basically like they'll run like a bag with a laptop, and then they have an explosive. It's our jobs in it to catch it. So it'll basically mimic if there was a real incident, a real occurrence where a bomb or something in that nature came through, to make sure that we would catch it. So they run a test through. The x-ray operator pulled it. I was the PSO. I was the person checking the bags. The x-ray operator pulled it. I tested it, whatever, called the supervisor over. I already felt like they put me on that lane because they knew the test was going to come. And they expected me to fail. But like I said, I be on my bully when it comes to that job. I'm sorry, like, y'all can say anything they want about me, but one thing they could never, ever motherfucking say was that Asia ain't do her motherfucking job. Asia knew how to do that motherfucking job. Like, I don't know. I just felt like Asia did that motherfucking job. Asia ain't cut no corners. Asia did that motherfucking job to a T. Okay? Asia knew how to look at that x-ray. Asia knew how to scan. Asia knew how to keep them belts rolling. Asia went slow. Asia knew how to talk to them people. Asia knew how to DO. Asia knew how to get that shit popping and rolling. Like, some of them bitches could never. But anyway, here nor there. Pulled the bag. They tested it. I'm calling for a supervisor. Here go the pastor telling me on the radio, oh, the supervisor coming, and I see him, you know, watching it. So now I already felt like niggas knew what was up. Like, y'all niggas thought that I wasn't gonna catch that test, because I felt like they knew that motherfucker was gonna go through. Like, I don't know. It was one of those situations you had to be there. Like, it won't. I truly felt they tested, and they intentionally did that, intentionally put me on that lane. Because like I said, I had just freshly came from off break, and I was on lane 3. They took me, the dude that I had asked was our Grinch, was in the back. I told y'all that I was talking to. They took me, him, and then the new girl. Me, him, the new girl, and randomly just put us on the lane. Opened up the lane. I don't even think the lane was no, the lane was open, but it was staffed with a whole different group. Randomly put us on that lane, and then a test come through. And then when the test come through, everybody already looking over there, already, you know, catching the radio cars. Like, y'all, that was the game. Y'all thought y'all was slick, but bitch, you can never trick me. Sorry. Anyway, so anyway, test get done. I'm pissed now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm holding that shit in. I'm irritated. And it's like, yes, I did pass. But I'm irritated because now I just feel like y'all are fucking with me. Like, you're fucking with me. Not only did you send the big bad wolf to try to confront me about some shit, but now y'all fucking with me. Okay, so I'm on the lane. It was this girl. She was in the black crew. This older lady. Me and her was cool, but then again, started seeing her character, and I tried to, like, slide away from her. Don't get me wrong. It was still respect. Like, she handled her business. She was a great, she was a great lead, but not in the aspect of like relations. Like, she knew how to do her job. She just had a terrible ass attitude, and that was just that. But why they, you know, doing the test or whatnot, because I'm skipping ahead. Before, you know, I got off that lane, I seen her come down. She came down on the checkpoint and went to the pastor. They was over there talking. So I'm like, I already know she gonna come to me. And he just tried to do his big one in the back. I know she gonna come to me. So she came over to me and she was like, you okay? Da, da, da. And I'm like, I'll be alright if you tell, we gonna call him Pastor. I'm like, I'll be alright if you tell Pastor stop fucking with me. So she like, what happened? So I'm like, he just was in the back trying to call me a Grinch, you know, trying to embarrass me, this and the third, you know, just doing a rundown of the situation. And she was like, do you think he meant well? Like, do you think it came from, basically like asking me, do I think it came from love? Like, he was doing it out of love. Like, he was trying to tell me, like, da da da. And I'm like, no, because if it was genuine and he truly was trying to tell me, like, oh, Asia, I feel like, you know, this is this, or, you know, trying to genuinely talk to me as somebody who cared for me, you would not have showed your ass in front of that break room in front of them people being loud and whatnot. Like, you're not a bitch. Excuse my language. Why am I arguing with a grown-ass man in the back? If it was some serious hot-to-hot shit, pull me to the side. Don't ever feel like you can do your big one in front of a bunch of people that I don't really know like that. And just people in general, like, no. So I'm like, no. So she like, you right. I think she said something in nature, like, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to say something to him about it. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I already knew she was coming. You know, she was like the information finder. That's what I'm gonna call her, the information finder. Because anytime some shit going on, she always trying to sniff out information. Fucking, you know, shit like that. So, She ended up leaving, whatever. We get off the lane, and I'm irritated, but I'm chilling. I just go stand by the lane where I was at. And afterwards, my supervisor come down. No, my manager. I'm wrong. My manager. She come down like a box of decorations. Mind y'all, I said it was around Christmas. I don't know if Christmas was that day or the day after, but whatever. But it's around Christmas. She came down with a bunch of Christmas decorations. She like, who want to decorate? I like, me. Get here. Get me off this floor. Get here. So she give me the decorations, and I go to the back. And I'm telling Leonard, I said, I already said his name. So Leonard is the dude that was in the break room that I asked, so you think I'm a Grinch? And then he was the dude that was on the lane with me. So I'm like, Leonard, come back here and help me put these decorations out. At the time, Leonard was part-time, so he left at 8. And I think somebody was working for me that day, so I was leaving at 8 too. So I'm like, Leonard, come help me put this up. It's like around 7-something, 7:20 something. So we back there putting this shit up, da-da-da-da. Dude come back there, pastor come back there. So he like, what did he say? I want to say that he tried to tell me that, I forgot, I think, I don't want to get this wrong, but I want to say he tried to come back and say like he was joking or some shit like that or something. He just came back there trying to, act like that shit ain't just happened, and I'm on fucking with it. Like, go ahead, like, just go ahead. So I'm putting up the decorations, and I forgot, it was another lady right there, JoJo. I forgot how the conversation ended up going. I don't remember. But this nigga, Lord forgive me. In the midst of, me telling him go ahead or whatever, I don't know if I wasn't saying nothing. I can't remember truthfully. He smacks my butt. Smacks my butt, y'all. And like, it kind of took me back because it was like, did he really just touch me? Like, don't get me wrong. I know before we got to the point where we are now, where it was like I wasn't talking to them, I would be the one that would go like, I'm not a hugger, y'all, but you know how when you build relationships with people and you get to a point where it's like that, I hugged everybody. I was a hugging motherfucker at that job. I'll be hugging everybody, but it never gave. I wanted a old man to touch me. So when he touched me, it took me back. It really took me back. I didn't say nothing. I couldn't say nothing. I didn't have the words to say. It's just like, what? So then JoJo was like, why you smack her butt or something like that? And he like, oh, that's my girl. That's my girl. I ain't say nothing. He walked off, and I'm still just putting the decorations up. Y'all, when I say like it really took the words out of my mouth. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I had nothing. Okay. I'm back, y'all. My phone died. Little enemy. Okay. My phone died, and I was hungry, so yeah. But to pick up where I left off, sorry, I had to do a little prayer first. To pick up where I left off, I was saying he smacked my butt. The lady asked him like, why you just smack her butt? And he like, oh, that's my girl. I ain't really say too much. I ain't say nothing. Cause your girl, the same girl that you just humiliated and embarrassed and was argumentative with in that break room. Okay. So, I ain't had no words. Like, I just didn't have any words. it kind of just sent me into like a hyper focus to what I was doing. Like I said, I was putting up them decorations. So after he did it, I'm just decorating. Just decorating. I ain't saying nothing. If I'm saying something to somebody, it's Leonard, because we talking about the decorations. The man comes back and he like, what you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I don't want nothing from you. What I want for Christmas? I've been working there for 4 years. I ain't never get a Christmas gift ever. In the time that I was there, ever, from you. Now you touch my butt, and then you ask me what I want for Christmas. What that's supposed to be, like a hush gift or something? Like, I don't know what it gave, but it didn't give that. So like I said, I'm just focused on putting the decorations up. Like I said, I was leaving at 8. 8 o'clock come around. Leonard is gonna be out that door. Leonard was ready to go, y'all. I'm still trying to put decorations up. It's like my mind was so focused. My mind was so focused on the fact that he had just touched me. It was just like, and it was like I was, okay, I'm saying that wrong. I was so like mind blown by the fact that he just touched me. I was kind of like lost for words and all in my head at once, because it was like I processed what was going on, but it was just like so many things were just running through my mind at the time. Because what made you feel comfortable doing that? Like the audacity to talk to me the way that you did, the audacity to touch me. It was just so much was going through my mind. And it was just overwhelming, for real. Like, that's the only way that I could explain it. I'm a real bad overthinker. It's like, especially then, at that point in my life, when things would happen, it was either quick to react or overthink. And the reaction part was gone. Like, there was no reaction. I didn't know how to react to that. It was just like, what the fuck? Like, nah, not for real. So like I said, 8 o'clock come around, Linda ready to go. He like, Asia, come on. I'm still trying to decorate. I know I'm supposed to be going home. And like, that's how you know, like, it fucked me up, y'all. Cause like, anytime it's time to go, I'm gone. That day, I'm steady trying to hang that motherfucking, them decorations up. Like, I'm steady just trying to hang them decorations up. Like, it took for somebody to come over. I want to say, was it the girl Nafisa? I forgot who. Somebody came over and was like, I finished the decorations for you so you can go home. Like, that's what it took for me to be like, okay, let me go clock out. Y'all got home and I boo-hooed. And it's like, I know you probably thinking like, why you ain't say nothing? Or like, I would have told him this, that, and the third. Y'all, the words didn't even come. Like, there was no words. I don't know about y'all or whatnot, but one, let me just say, I ain't never been like touched in no, my bad, y'all. I ain't never been like touched Cause I don't. Okay, y'all probably like, what's the hesitation about? You lying? No. The hesitation is because what I was about to say was I ain't never been touched before, and that is very much a lie too. However, it's like I felt like a mouse compared to a bear. Like a situation ever just make you feel small, like you just felt like helpless, like yeah, I could do this, but then this might lead here. Yeah, I could do that, but that might lead here. Like I just felt small. And being at the video cut off, I don't even know if I said it already, but I'm just gonna say it again. I was in my personal life, I was already going through stuff with men as well. Like not like boyfriend type shit, not like that. Like my mouth getting me into situations with men with weapons and shit like that. I'm not gonna go into that. That's another story for another day. But so basically it was just like, if I'm already, to me it was like I'm already in this predicament, my mouth probably gonna make it worse or could make it worse. I don't know, I just felt small. I just felt like, I don't know, I really just didn't know what the fuck to say, what the fuck to do. Like, I don't know, I ain't never been in no predicament like that. And for y'all to be like, oh, he just smacked you on your butt, you a nasty ass. Like, I don't know about y'all, but it never gave touch me. It never gave that, ever. Like, I don't know, it was disgusting to me. Then to try to come back and ask me if I wanted a gift, it was even more like, you crazy? So, like I said, I went home, y'all. I was booing. My mom was like, call the police. You know how, y'all know how moms be. She was just like, call the police. Da, da, da. She wanted that man head, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And she told me like I should have said something. And we all could say what I could have or should have did at that moment. But like I said, I was already carrying the baggage of the situation and predicaments from my personal life with men. And to experience some shit like that with a man at work, it just was like, I don't know. At that point, I was just feeling so small, y'all. So I didn't say nothing. Ooh, that's so ugly. Why am I feeling emotional? Ugh. But yeah, so after the situation happened, I knew I wanted to do something about it. I just didn't know how or what to do. So like, I consulted in two of the female leads that I was talking to at the time, because I told you I had to kind of stop talking to everybody. I was talking to them, and one of them had suggested that, oh, I just have a conversation with him and tell him like, oh, don't do that no more. I later found out that they were, closer than I thought. But I'm like, no. It didn't have a conversation with him. Because let's just put it in hypothetical terms. If I was to go up to a man and grab his dick and he's uncomfortable with it, and he haul off and smack the fuck out of me, who was wrong? Is that a good example? I say yeah. Well, I answer my own question. I answer my own question. But only because it's just like I had no right violating him. What he did was a violation of my privacy. So I didn't feel like I needed to go back to somebody who felt like it was okay to violate my privacy and be like, oh no, I felt like you were wrong for touching me. Don't ever do that again. You felt like it was okay. So I felt like how I handle it is how I handle it. And although I was like looking for advice, it just wasn't the advice I was looking for. Like talking to him, no go. Because like I said, had it been on the other hand and I went and grabbed somebody's dick and he hauled off and smacked me, everybody gonna look at, well, you violated him. Like, he could have handled it different or whatever. But if I got this dick and he felt violated and smacked me, you gonna be like, oh, you should have talked to her. You should have told her not to grab your dick. I violated that man. Like, no. I don't know if that's a good example. I don't give a damn. But no, like, it never gave to talk to him. So I asked another, and for the sake of, you know, certain people's privacy that I do, you know, on the thing. Some people, I'm not saying their names. Some people I am. Some people, whatever. But, yeah. So, I want to talk to, I talked to the two leads or whatever, like I said. Then I wanted to talk to like a man, get a man's perspective. And there weren't too many men there that I, you know, respected or, you know, felt like that would give me a dead honest opinion without, like, at this point, it got to a point where I had to think of who could I talk to that wouldn't consider their relationship with him. Because like I said, he was very known, very respected. Who wouldn't consider their relationship with him with, you know, the answer that they're giving me. So I went and decided to talk to, we're going to call this man Paul Walker. He remind me of Paul Walker. I went in to talk to Paul. Not to confuse Paul with Paul, my manager. These two different Pauls. Fuck that. Ryan. His name is Ryan. I don't feel like doing all this. It's just too much. Y'all, I recorded this whole video and my phone died, so the shit, I don't have time to be sugarcoating it. This video is carrying on and it won't even supposed to be this. Like, I really recorded the whole video just to realize that I was talking to nothing. Because the phone had died. You know how irritated I was? I had to go get me something to eat. But anyway. So I went to talk to Ryan and we went down to like the little supply room, and I sat and I told him everything, and he basically was like, you know, he's sorry that happened to me. He should demand, like, the pastor should have never put his hands on me like that. That was inappropriate in all senses. And he was like, but the type of person that he know him to be, like, he feel like he's the type where he feel like he needs to assert himself over women and whatnot. So he was basically like, in a sense, it was like he was saying he wasn't surprised that it happened. He basically was telling me, like, if I choose to report it, it ain't no reporting it and, you know, just reporting it to just document it, like, as in, like, a statement like, oh, it happened. No, you report it, it's gonna get taken to a harassment claim. Like, it's gonna go up and become a case, like a harassment complaint. He's like, or you can talk to him, you know, like the other girl suggested. But I won't feel in that either. I'm like, I ain't talking to him. So now it's really just all on me. Like, bitch, is you gonna report him or what? Because the talking to him was out the fucking window. Out of the window. No fucking way. No way. I wish I had I wish I had a dad or somebody that be ready to go to war for me, because all that shit would have been handled sweet and clean how I wanted it to be. Let's just be honest. But so anyway, I remember I decided to do it, and I was like, if I tell my managers, they're gonna bullshit me. Like, one of my managers, her name was Cherie. Her ass was, I don't know, it's like she played the people, but then when she got in her moves, or when she was having her days, she played the manager. Like, 1 minute, you know, she'll be under you, she'll be the sweetest, the nicest, God-fearing woman ever. The next day she'll bitch and you think the bitch hates you. So like, it was given too up and down for me. And then Paul, it was like he was the nicer one. It was like a bad cop, good cop type shit. He was the nicer manager, but it still was like, I wanted it to be taken serious. So I was like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna send this shit to my FSD. So I remember I wrote the email today. And when I was in the back, somebody must have told Cherie I was in the back. Because she came back there. And in the middle of me writing the email, she like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. She like, I seen the name in that email. You sure everything okay? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, but you nosy as fuck. Like, you eavesdropping on my email and shit. So she peeped who I was sending it to. She like, you sure you want to send it to him? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. She like, she didn't like that answer. So she starts to walk out and she was like, I hope you know what you're doing. I hope you know what you getting yourself into. Some shit like that. And I just looked at her. I could tell it pissed her off. It pissed her off bad. Sends the email, y'all. Niggas finds out that I sent the email. Won't nobody back there but me and then her at the time. Do the math. How the fuck people found out that I reported the pastor? Her big mouth ass. And you see why I ain't want to report it to her? Okay. So anyway, people finds out that I reported him or whatever. Hell break loose. And when I say hell break loose, I say hell break loose. And this is what led up to me quitting. It wasn't even the fact that dude smacked my butt. Like, that was a part. But it was everything else, too. So, little shit just start happening. Like, not even little shit, but when I say these different, like, situations with older men, like, for example, I'm just gonna, like, talk about a few of them just to create the picture of the type of shit that was happening. Because in reality, it's a long list of shit that actually really happened. But just to create a picture, it was like one time I was on this lane. Mind you, after I reported dude, everybody started, you could tell motherfuckers felt the way. Like, everybody started acting different. It'd be to a point, I'm in position. Our positions is 30 minutes. We supposed to rotate. Niggas was not rotating me. Like, I'd be in positions way over 30 minutes. And sometimes that do happen. But you know how I've worked there long enough. I can tell when shit is because of, you know, like the passenger load and how passengers coming in, or if, bitch, you just trying to be funny. So I wouldn't get rotated. Y'all, I could be trying to go to the bathroom, call on the radio. Niggas is ignoring me. I'm trying to get a bitch attention. Bitch is ignoring me. So it was just like, alright, I see what it is. Like, y'all niggas is mad. Okay, cool. Y'all are mad that I reported him for touching me. That's fine. So, I'm on the lane one day. This white dude named Brian come over. We talking about our the shift bid. I think we had just did the shift bid, and I got a weekends. I ain't even want the fucking weekends, y'all. That was tea. I wanted Sunday, Monday. Sunday, Monday was my day. I love having a Sunday, Monday off. I ain't even down about no Saturday, Sunday. Give me Sunday, Monday. Like, what? Because for you still got Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But, let me not even be rude. I'm just gonna skip over. But for real, this one of the girls there, I felt like she took the last Sunday, Monday spot, so I wouldn't have it. That's what's the real tea. She thought she ate with that one though. Girl named Evan. She took her ass took the last Sunday, Monday. I was tight, but I ended up getting Saturday and Sunday. I ain't even gonna say what I'm thinking about her. But anyway. I was on the lane that day. And dude came over. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to remember. Dude came over and me and somebody was talking, and he just inserted himself into the conversation. Mind you, he ain't never disrespect me before. Me and him was never close, but we had a working, I wouldn't even say working relationship, but we had something where it was a mutual respect. He speaks, sometimes I speak, just that, you know. Sometimes we talk about working out, whatever, cool, but never ever in his monkey fucking life did he ever disrespect me, y'all. Why this day we sitting there talk about, you know, the bed and when we got the days off, and he come over, he like, only trifling people get weekends off. I look, huh? And he like, only trifling people get weekends off. Y'all, I honestly don't even remember my reaction or anything. To be honest, I want to say it went over my head. It did. It was one of them things where y'all probably like, you just keep on. I know, y'all. It's just like, it took me back. Like, it took for me to replay it in my head to be like, did he just call me trifling and say only trifling people get weekends off or whatnot? And then everything started to dawn. Okay, he's mad too. It was like another situation. Shit was so small, y'all. I was on the lane. They had me in position for way over 30 minutes. I'm trying to rotate. The lead is talking to the person who's supposed to be tapping me. So I call her. I'm like, hey, Nia, come tap me. So she like, huh, she couldn't hear me. So I go down to, you know, where she can hear me, and I'm like, you supposed to be tapping me, come tap me. Dude cuts over me talking to her and like, patience is a virtue. So I'm like, what? He like, patience is a virtue. So I'm like, don't say nothing to me. Like, why are you even talking to me? Don't say nothing to me. So, mind you, I'm already irritated. So I'm like, don't say nothing to me. He goes and tells the supervisor. When I see him telling the supervisor, I'm like, I know he not. So I go over there and I'm like, look, Katie, I don't know what he telling you, but I ran down the situation. I'm like, that's all that happened. I don't know. His ass the one that's trying to pop it at his mouth. Like, I just said, don't say nothing to me because I wasn't talking to him. All I said was, Nia, come tap me. He goes tell her. He goes and tells another supervisor. Like, when I say y'all, he dragged this the furthest extent that he could. So I'm like, cool, I'm gonna do one better. I think I told the manager, I'm like, look, these niggas, I ain't say niggas, I feel like I told you, like, I felt like after I reported him, like, literally, shit was gonna start happening out of nowhere. Like, you told 2 supervisors on me for something so, like, that situation was literally nothing. You told on me, you did that for what? For what? So, that day my manager, he made me go down into the training department, like downstairs at the airport or something. I'm like, why you trying to get me off the checkpoint? Why I gotta go down there? Manager, training department wasn't even open yet. I'm like, why I gotta go down there? I don't want nobody down there. You want me to go into damn near like the basement? That's what it felt like, the basement of the airport by myself. What the fuck? He like, so you can have privacy to write your statement, being that you said Cherie looked over your shoulder, da da da. I just wasn't feeling it. But I went down there with a wrote a statement, sent it to Andrew, the FSD, because I'm like, he's gonna know what the fuck is going on too. So anyway, wrote the statement, whatever. Some other shit started happening. One of the other, I think I said, what was I calling them, black crew? Another dude, another old man, he come to me one day. I'm checking people in. I'm checking tickets. He like, you smell good. No, he said, no. He was like, oh, you smell good. Then he was like, you turning me on, or something in that nature. And I'm like, turning you on by checking tickets. And he like, yeah, you just turning me on. So I'm annoyed because I'm like, I already know what they trying to do. Like, it just seemed like any attempt to get me to react or to get me to engage in some sexual shit to make it seem like it just seemed like they was trying to flip the narrative on me, because I don't work with these people. Like I said, for 4 years, nobody ever was disrespecting me, saying no sexual unnecessary shit to me. Like, it was just annoying. So a little shit like that was happening. Dude even offered to pay my car note in exchange for some type of, he'd offer some, I'll pay your car note. I'm like, I'm good. He like, you sure? Like, I'm good. He's like, he's got to do something for, like, little shit like that. And I'm like, nah, I'm straight. Like, I don't even know how dude knew I had a car note, but I'm just like, no, I'm cool out there. So like I said, all this stuff started happening. So let me just run down the timeline again. The situation with Dude Smack My Butt happened December around Christmas, y'all. It's January now. I went to my manager, Paul, January 27th, and I had a list. Like I said, you gotta have documentation. You gotta have shit in writing. You gotta have date, time, witnesses, all that bullshit. So I waited because I knew them singular events alone was not gonna move nobody. So I waited until the shit had like equaled up to like a list. Like I wish I hold on, let me see. I might even have the email, y'all, where I can show you. It was like literally a list of things that had been going on within that month. Like I said, that happened at the end of December. All the stuff that I'm saying, the different little occurrences, all of that happened within 26 days of January, because January 27th is when I went to my manager to tell him. So I went to do oh, it's on my tablet. Okay, anyway, I went to do, I was trying to find it, y'all, but it was literally like a list. I'm not bullshitting. Like, I can find that shit. It was a list of different occurrences with different older men, and, you know, all of them was either them asking for me to do something in return, for some sexual favors, them saying something sexually to me, them just blatantly disrespecting me, them accusing me of, having sexual intentions with older men at the job. Like, shit was just getting crazy, y'all. So I went to my manager, and I told him, I'm like, can I talk to you? He like, yeah. So we go walking down the concourse or whatever, and I got my iPad with me that day, and I gave him to it. I'm like, look, as he's reading it, I'm like, that's a list of statements of different situations with different older men that's all from the black crew, aka in some way or form have relations with the pastor, rather it's a working relationship, personal, whatever, but they all been harassing me verbally, and I'm like, I'm tired of it. Like, y'all want proof? This is your proof. Y'all know that man laughed. Y'all know he laughed. He laughed. Then got down to one of the statements where I told y'all the dude said he'll pay off my car note or something in return. He talked about some, why you ain't let him pay your car note off? I wish he would have paid my car note off, and was laughing. So I'm like, you think that shit funny? And he like, no, I'm sorry. And then try to be like apologetic, but I wasn't going for it because you thought that shit was funny. So he reading it, whatever. He gets to the end, and he like, I'm sorry that all of this is happening, da-da-da. You know, he told me, he's like, I can't do nothing about people talking about you, though. People talking about me. If I gave a damn about people talking about me, I don't think I would have lasted for 4 years. I don't think I would have made it the whole 4 years. People been talking about me since I got there. Like, let's be real. It was nothing that I could do that wasn't talked about. So if it was really about anybody talking about me, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. They are sexually harassing me. They're verbally disrespecting me. Like, what? Defamation of character. Sexually and verbally harassing me. Bullying at this point. Like, it was just so much. I could go on. So it was just like, for you to talk about people are talking about me, that's just not people are talking about me. I've been working here for 4 years, and I told him this. I'm like, I've been working here for 4 years, and my troubles now are nothing like my troubles when I first started. That shit seemed like an ant compared to this shit. Like, that shit seemed small compared to this. I didn't have people violating me, touching me, offering to do sexual favors, and like, come on now, what are you talking about? People talking about me. This shit is bigger than people talking about me. So that shit blew me. But he said what he said and he stood on it. So I'm like, all right, cool. It was nothing more for me to say. You said what you said and that was it. I think my supervisor came and she was trying to get me to sign something, and I told her, I'm like, I already quit. I don't know if she believed it or not, but dude went back to his office. After I finished talking to my supervisor, I walked up there, took that shirt off, and sat it on his desk. I'm walking back to the back to go get my shit. He comes out the office with my badge in his hand. Blew me, because it's like, now you just trying to make a scene. Like, you just want niggas to see. He come out there with the badge and shit in his hand. He like, are you for real? Are you serious? Are you for real? Bitch, you thought I was joking? You thought I was joking when I said that shit down on your desk and I said I quit? You thought it was just for shits and giggles? Like, come on now. You played. Like, you just trying to make a scene type shit. So I went in the back, got my shit clocked out, and ain't never motherfucking look back. Oh. Oh no, I did. I sent the email to Andrew and the lady who had my sexual harassment case, and I told them, like, I quit. And I told them why. I'm like, I told y'all from jump that once I reported him, for one, that was another reason I was hesitant, because I for something in me told me, once you report him, hell gonna break loose. And literally it felt like hell. Like, literally within a month, over 12 different things happened with grown ass men, and it was just like, bro, I don't come to work for this. Like, I had shit going on in my personal life. I do not come to work to be harassed, ridiculed, embarrassed, disrespected. Like, I don't discriminate against. Like, I don't come to work for this. I'm sorry. It ain't no motherfucking amount of money in the world that's gonna make me stay somewhere in no environment like this. So I said, fuck it. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can't even say I regret it. I don't. Do I miss that money on? Damn right. But I got that job by the grace of God. And by the grace of God, baby, I'm straight, okay? I've never been better. Like, I can't even sit here and act like, oh, I just been miserable. No. I'd be lying like a motherfucker if I said that. But it's just like, I think it more so upset me that it took for me just have to walk away. Like, nothing was done. That man probably still worked there. Nothing was done. Niggas basically got off scotch-free. I feel like that's what bothered me the most. But it was like, I don't give a damn. If it meant that I had to walk away from everything to have a peace of mind, and so be it. So be it. Because I felt like they was going to go to the end of the damn earth to try to either. And then, you know what's gag? They said it wasn't no cameras right there. It's 4 cameras over the supervisor desk. They said none of them is pointed to what, you know, where we were. They said they're pointed outward. We were behind. So they said it was no cameras. And my only eyewitness was JoJo and Leonard. And then when it got to the point when I was writing my statement and I was, you know, asking niggas like, you remember this? You remember this? Niggas see now. Niggas don't know shit. They ain't see shit. They ain't hear shit. I'm like, okay. So it was one of them type of situations. And it was just like, I got to the point where I was like, fuck it. I ain't give a damn. So yes, that was it. The rumors are true. I quit my job. And y'all I think at the time I was making like 20. I could be wrong. Don't quote me, but it was close to 30. It was like 26, something like that. But anyway, yes. Thank you for watching this video. Before I end it, I do want to say to any young girls, early 20s, whatever, and you get a big girl job, don't go in there and let them people change who you are, especially if you a young girl of color. Like, don't let them people go in there, try to change who you are, or try to make you fit in with them. Be yourself. Definitely, be respectful, be professional, but always, 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 always be yourself. Don't let nobody, no matter what walk of life, nothing change you or try to diminish your life, because that's what they want to do. But don't let them do it. Show up as yourself. Be yourself. Just remember, it's a time and place for everything. And yeah, working at the airport, I will say it has taught me a lot though. Like, I'm not even gonna take away, it wasn't all bad, but it definitely wasn't all good. It definitely taught me a lot. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching this episode of The Rumor Has It. Or is it rumor? No. Thank you for watching this episode of Rumor Has It. I don't know what is to come for the next episode, but just stay tuned. I promise you, anytime you hear from me, you're gonna hear the real raw truth, okay? It ain't gonna be no lie. I'm gonna tell you everything, and I can only speak from experience. So I hope that you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I cried myself up. Yes, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Hugs and kisses. Asia.